Hey everyone, what's up? How's it been? Yeah, I know I probably look quite a bit different than more fuller or whatever, thicker. It's just they've had me in quite a bit of steroids. I know the last video I posted was back on March 26th for my last MRI. Things have been, I don't know, I guess getting more difficult or harder. I'm still working on the GTA TBoGT Tony, which is appropriate, Pride Month. Woo! But yeah, so I just had my last MRI yesterday. I wanted to wait until see what exactly is going on with this, because if you remember on the previous one, the tumor was like getting bigger and deeper into my brain, and because of that, I had to go through radiation again. That's why I kind of hair's all like falling off the sides or shaved off the sides. Yeah, so that's what that looks like now. Anyway, so yeah, they've had me on quite a bit of steroids. It's going down, but the issue is though that with the radiation, it caused a lot of inflammation in the brain, and which I guess they call it radiation necrosis, something like that. But they did notice that the tumor is not getting that much bigger. Like there's like a tiny bit of spread, but not as massive as it was last time. But I've been having a lot of functionality issues on my left side, because you know how the right side of the brain controls your left side functionality and vice versa. And so like with my left hand, it's been like a lot of trembling. My right's been fine, but left is just, yeah. So basically because of that, it's been extremely difficult for me to type, play piano, play video games, and really just hold things in general, because there's just a lot of weakness that's been going on. Also, like kind of feeling it in my face, so I'll just kind of admit this. Like I've noticed actually myself, like it might sound a little gross, and I'm sorry, but drooling sometimes, and I don't even realize it. With the face, and like I said, with my fingers, like they've been a lot of twitching and just like cramping up. So like when I try to, I just do it as an example. It's like when I try to like type, like I notice that drift, like my fingers tend to drift a lot, and I don't, it's hard for me to control. Like if I start to lose focus on things, or if I don't focus on my left hand, I should say, then the strength just goes out. And so, let's say for example, I'm typing something, maybe on while editing a video or a GameFAQs guide. I'm typing something, and then I use my right hand. Because I always like rest my hands on the keyboard, I use my right hand to move the mouse to click on something. When I go back, there's like a whole wall of text of the same letter, because one of the fingers just kind of fell, like either the S, A, key, whatever, just usually the same letter, and I don't even realize it's happening. So I have to like highlight all those letters and delete them. It's just more frustrating and aggravating than anything. So it's been, like I said, really difficult for me to do a lot of things. Also, what else? Also with the, I had my meeting for the results of the MRI today. Like I said, there's more the infusion that's been causing, the inflammation from the radiation that's been causing the left side functionality. Of course, with my leg and everything, like little limp has just been difficult to get the strength, fully pull it up and walk. But anyway, so what they have said though is that they want to start this new infusion called Avastin, which is like a really strong steroid, which is supposed to be every 2 to 3 weeks at the hospital. It's supposed to prevent tumor cells from creating weaker blood vessels, something like that. Trying to cut off the oxygen to them, apparently. And then another thing they want to try to start is this thing called Novacure. I think the company is called Novacure, but they have this device called Optune, where I'm going to have to keep my head shaved and put these like leads on my head, with a battery pack, this wired, that's supposed to prevent tumor cells from separating. So I have to do that for like 18 hours a day. Don't know when yet that's going to start. My doctor's going to talk to the tumor board tomorrow, and then we're going to get this whole schedule set up. And as for surgery, that's still not on the table, because the inflammation is still so large right now in the brain, and the tumor itself is still so big and deep that my surgeon does not feel comfortable trying to remove anything, because they want to make sure that they can remove every single part of the tumor without any kind of risk. And the risk that could happen is that if or when I do get the next surgery, we could possibly have complete left side disability or non-functionality and complete weakness. Like can't even move my arm or leg, or maybe like a drooping of the face. That's all a possibility if that does happen. So yeah, we're gonna try to put that off as long as possible. And then of course I've been on a stronger form of chemotherapy. The last one I had was back on the 7th. My next one is supposed to be, I believe, on the 18th. So they want to keep on going with the chemotherapy because I think that's supposed to help shrink the tumor. Apparently, I don't know, but anyway, so that's supposed to happen. Yeah, again, that's kind of why I haven't been like uploading a lot either, because it's just been really difficult for me, like I said, to play video games in general, because holding a controller and like with the twitching, like like shooting people when I don't want to, or aiming, whatever. Like the only games I've actually been able to play right now are just simple Nintendo games where all I have to do is maybe use the thumbstick to move a character around for the left hand, and the right hand can do everything else. Like a lot of times when I type, I find myself typing more with just like the right hand moving all across the keyboard, and also texting. Like texting has been a pain in the butt. Again, just more stress, frustration, anger, I guess, a little bit of anger. But I don't know if it's steroids or not, but still, it's just, and of course, myself, the way I look, remember how I looked way back in the day. Yeah, complete change. But anyway, I just wanted to let you all know that, and here, I actually kind of did some silly little recordings of like what it's like for me to text or type. So let's check that out.